Shiva Rai is a 20-year-old, severely autistic young man. He is nonverbal and has developmental disabilities. His capacity is around a 3-year-old.
The Rai family is a remarkable family, a family of love and support centered around Shiva Rai. Our law firm received a call from the Rai family. His family had noticed injuries to him, such as irritation to his eyes, a development of a cough, soreness and redness of his skin, where he was picking at it to the point it would bleed. But in that he was nonverbal, he wasn't able to communicate what was happening. And the family never imagined the horrors their son was suffering.
On August 16th, 2016, a teacher at an autism specialty school observed a bus aide yelling and physically striking at Shiva Rai. This prompted a complaint to the school district, which in turn resulted in law enforcement starting a criminal investigation. After a report was made to the school district, it took almost another week for the school district to start seriously investigating. In the time between when the report of the abuse was made and when the school officials were eventually pulled off the school bus, Shiva Rai suffered horrendous abuse as captured on a video. He was sprayed with Lysol and chemical degreaser in his face. He was repeatedly struck in the face with a seatbelt harness. He was kicked and punched. It was learned that Shiva Rai was being subjected to this type of horrendous abuse for potentially months and months. Every day, Shiva Rai got on that school bus knowing that he was going to be subjected to horrendous torture and abuse.
And he was unable to tell anyone about the abuse that he was suffering. The only adult on that bus that could have spoken out was the bus driver. Instead of saying something, he remained silent. This is not just about the person who abused Shiva, it's about other adults who let this abuse happen. It reveals the tendency to remain silent and to sit on the sidelines. But what was really important about this case was giving a voice to a community. Shiva is not an anomaly. We've learned that 1 in 62 children in the United States have autism. This is an issue that affects a wide swath of our community. And what was incredible about this case is how engaged that community was, how important it was for the community to be able to speak up through Shiva's case.
As part of the representation of Rathod Mohamedbhai of Shiva Rai, we assisted as his victim's advocate through the criminal justice system. As a result, Monica Burke was sentenced to 20 months in jail. The bus driver, Mr. Hall, went to trial and he was found guilty of failure to report the horrendous abuse that Shiva suffered.
As part of our representation with Shiva, we filed a complaint with the United States Department of Education and their Office of Civil Rights. The district agreed to a number of sweeping systemic changes that they would be implementing. The district agreed to forcing their mandatory reporting requirements for staff, mandatory training and background requirements for staff who are hired to work with individuals with disabilities and at-risk youth and adults.
We were able to collaboratively work on creating policies with the St. Vrain School District that have been adopted by other school districts to ensure that these type of harms do not occur again. On behalf of our law firm and the Rai family, we would like to thank CTLA for this distinguished honor of being nominated for the Case of the Year.